Hey everyone, Mr. King here. Hope you're working hard at home and behaving whilst you're there. Hope you're not missing school too much. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do bubble writing, okay, writing your name in any kind of style that you want to. So for this you're going to need your pencil, rubber, ruler to paper. Let's go. So your first step, grab your ruler and your pencil. You're going to draw a line just across the paper. It doesn't matter how long it is for now, but you need to remember, okay, you need to make sure that it's quite light, okay, because we're going to try and rub that out at the end. Okay, so your next step, once you've drawn out your line, okay, you're going to begin by thinking about the letters that you want to use, obviously for your name. Okay, so just to show you, I'm going to go for Mr. King. Okay, nice and simply like that. So I'm going to start with my tool, capital M. I'm going to draw it as lightly as the line. Okay, and as you can see, I'm not quite touching the line, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so when it comes to drawing my next letter, my lowercase r, I'm going to spread it out, give myself enough room. Again, you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so there's my Mr. So now I'm going to go slightly over even more now for my capital K, keeping it nice and tall, and again not quite going down to that line. Okay, I'm keeping the letters as simple as possible, okay, because then it makes the bubble writing even easier. So my N. Okay, trying to keep the space of the letters quite similar, so then we get a nice consistent bubble writing style at the end. G, make sure I really kick it down there so I get enough room. So now we're at the stage of starting to create our bubble writing. And what we're going to do, we're going to use these kind of as the skeleton of the letter. And we're going to follow it round, okay, as consistently as we can. Okay, so I'm going to start up here. I'm going to go for quite a rounded kind of style, but you'll see a little bit later how we can change it to any style we want. Okay, this is the important bit now, because then we get to hit those lines. Okay, we get right down onto the bottom so they're all sitting nice and level. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just going really carefully. I'm still doing it quite lightly, just in case I make a mistake and want to use a rubber. So again, going down to that line, up to the top, rounded style that I'm going for, down into the middle. And there's my M, okay, and you'll do the same for all of the letters. Okay, as you can see, I very lightly followed each of my letters to kind of create that bubble style writing now. Okay, so what you want to do, now that you're happy with where you've drawn your original outlines, you start to go over them just a little bit darker. Okay, and this will just begin to make each letter really stand out, okay, but I'm really still being careful that I'm following the outline that I've already drawn. Okay, and you begin to see how very quickly it takes shape. Okay, once you've gone over and made the letters a little bit darker so they stand out, you're going to grab your rubber and you're just going to begin to really carefully just rub out the lighter lines that you've made. Okay, and this will just kind of get rid of them, make it look a bit neater. Okay, don't worry if you go over the letters a little bit and you do rub them out, you can always go back over with your pencil. Okay, so we're kind of getting rid of those light lines to leave just the bubble. As you can see, I've kind of rubbed out my K a little bit there, but I'm not worried because I'll just go back over it again with my pencil. There we go, I've also rubbed out a bit with the G, but I know where the lines are, so I could just go over them again. Okay, and there you have it. There's a very simple style there. Okay, I went for the kind of rounded, the curved kind of bubble classic style writing. Okay, but you can, okay, change it to any different style you want. Have a look at this one. Okay. So this one, as you can see, we've kind of got three different fonts coming out, three different styles, but just using this kind of skeleton process. Okay, so this one I've kind of gone for the square tops, so I'm kind of squaring off, making each letter kind of a little bit sharper on the corners. Okay, just for a different style. Okay, this one I've completely mixed it up now and I've got rid of the straight lines and I've really kind of curved out all the lines. So this one you kind of just want to, so it's a little bit more balloon styled if you like. Okay, so I'll even do the eye as well just to show you that you kind of just follow it around. Whereas this one's a bit more square for a different style. And then the bottom one, as you can see, it's a little bit crazy, a little bit more going on, so you can be a bit more creative with this one. You can kind of just draw out any lines that kind of fit it. You don't have to worry about it being too neat. Okay, you could even put a break in a letter, such as that. Okay, there you can see the 3 different styles. Okay, all very different, but still using that kind of skeleton process. Okay, so it's up to you which one you want to choose. Okay, there's just a nice simple one. As you can see, my skeleton is still in that one. Okay, and now I've kind of rubbed it out and I've gone for the rounder edges compared to the little bit more sharper edges. Okay, then you can think about adding some colour, like I've done in that one. Okay, or you can think about kind of customising it a little bit. So I put a little crown on there, just to kind of represent the king. If you want to try something a little bit more advanced, you can maybe think about, rather than using our straight line, you could draw yourself out a bit of a curve. Okay, and then you just follow your letters to that. It comes out quite nicely like that. Okay, or you can think about changing the style and the kind of the font of which you write the skeleton, because then obviously your bubbles will just follow. So it leaves it quite nicely in that one. Okay, or you can really go for it, be really creative. You can put some vanishing points in, so it looks like your letters are zooming out. And you can just attach, okay, lines from the vanishing point just to each corner of the letter. Okay, so the final style that I'm going to show you is this one. It's very different to the other ones because it's a 3D effect, which means it kind of looks like it's standing out. Okay, so I'm going to take a very simple template, okay, produced in the same style, same way. And for this one, you can use a ruler if you want to. Okay, and what you're going to do, you're going to start and you're going to produce all of these lines that you want to stick out at the size or the angle that you want to. Okay, so I'm going to take this corner to start with. I'm just going to draw a little one like that. Okay, that's how thick I want my letters to look. Then you're going to take it. Have you seen how I've just slid it across without changing the angle? Okay, and you'll go over to each corner. Okay, like that. So I can just get it again, go up to this one. Okay, I won't do this one because as you can see, it'll be behind the letter. So it's all about thinking about which ones you're actually going to see. Probably won't see that one, so I can leave that. Won't see that one. This one I will see, so I can come out with the same angle, same sort of size. That one again I won't see. Okay, and then your next job is to join it up with your ruler. Okay, went a bit long on that one, but I can always rub that out, that's not a problem. And I have to go that way on that one to make it really stand out. Okay, so I'll do the rest and I shall see you in a second. Okay, just to finish it off, you can add a little bit of shading if you want to use colours. Obviously that looks a little bit better than just using the pencil. You can begin. Okay, shading doesn't have to be that neat, as we see the effect. Okay, if you notice how on the N, I followed it around. I haven't just gone straight up to the letter, I followed it around because that's the shape of it. Okay, and there you have it, your 3D effect on your writing. I hope you enjoyed that video on bubble writing. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys can create, so make sure you do send them into school. And as a small challenge, I would like you to have a go at doing my name, because then I'm going to pick my favourite one, which will go on my classroom door. See ya.